Thank you. For 2 years now, the 7 people who were tending to the religious needs of the Baha'is in Iran have been unjustly imprisoned in notorious Section 209 of Evin prison in Tehran. Everything in this case violates not only international human rights law, but even parts of the Iranian Penal Code. These Baha'is were in solitary confinement for 4 to 6 months. Charges were announced nearly a year after the arrests. A new charge carrying the death penalty was suddenly added months later. They had virtually no access to their lawyers, meeting once for only an hour. The trial began over 9 months after the charges had been issued. Mr. President, these 7 Baha'is are Ms. Fariba Kamalabadi, 47, a developmental psychologist and mother of 3, Mr. Jamaluddin Khanjani, 76, a businessman whose enterprises were confiscated several times, Mr. Afif Naimi, 48, an industrialist unable to pursue his dream of becoming a doctor because as a Baha'i he was denied access to university, Mr. Saeed Rezai, 52, an agricultural engineer whose 2 daughters were among a group of 54 young Baha'i arrested while engaging in a project helping underprivileged youth, Ms. Mahvash Sabet, 56, a teacher and school principal dismissed from public education for being a Baha'i, Mr. Behruz Tavakkoli, 58, a social worker who lost his government job in the 1980s because of his belief, Mr. Vahid Tisfam, 36, an optometrist and father of a 10-year-old son. These people have never acted against the security of the state. On the contrary, they decided to stay in Iran despite all the hardships suffered solely because of their belief to serve their country and their fellow citizen. One of their lawyers, Nobel laureate Shirin Ebadi, has stated that their case files do not contain a single piece of incriminating evidence. They're innocent and should be released. Their case has become a symbol of the persecution against all members